Horror writers, it seems like you are having a little bit of an issue tapping into your freakishness. From what I understand about horror writers, sometimes they have things they need to get out of their system and it's a little messed up. And it seems like you're keeping a lot of that inside. Think that you need to let some of your freak flag fly. Let me tell you how I got there. The Knight of Pentacles, this knight likes to have all of his T's and I crossed and I's dotted before he makes a move. We have the Seven of Wands, which is reversed. They think that people are coming at them and they need to stand up for what they believe in. Not that they think that, sometimes it's actually true, but that's what it feels like. But because you're keeping it on the inside, it's like if people are coming at you, asking why you're writing this thing, you're keeping it all inside. You're not letting people know why you want to write this scary piece. The Two of Swords, you have an idea that you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, and you feel it seems like you have two options. I would highly recommend going toward your more powerful instincts, which also again has to do with what you want to get out of this project, what you want to get out of yourself while you're writing this project. We also have the King of Wands reversed. Now, I like to think of the king as the ultimate entrepreneur. He likes to throw crap against a wall and just see if it sticks. And if it doesn't stick, he doesn't care. But because he's reversed, you're playing things really safe. And again, you're going with that Knight of Pentacles. There's a safety here, and you're not letting your freak flag fly. Freak flag fry. Freak flag fly. We're going into Emperor territory. This Emperor likes to create rules. He likes to create boundaries. He's a very big protector. So you're obviously protecting something. Have the Eight of Pentacles. It's reversed. Sometimes this means apprenticeship. I usually think of it as a skill that's perfected. So it kind of almost feels like you don't think you're good enough to write this, but I think that you need to put that away. I think you're letting your fears dictate that. Devil reversed, and the devil can sometimes be referred to as addiction, and sometimes this is what we indulge ourselves in. I'm kind of getting that you are keeping your freakishness on the inside, and you're not allowing yourself to feel those things on the outside. I'm wondering if there's a blockage to where there's not a way to show how something should be felt in the script without you actually feeling it yourself. So reverse that and just feel what you want to feel. Now, within reason. I'm not telling you to go unalive someone or anything, but there might be something here that you're just not allowing yourself to let loose in and daydream in. The Three of Cups reversed. So you're being a little lonely right now. You don't have very many people that you can rely on. Not being very social. I wonder, there might be a thing here where you need to probably let yourself go a little bit, maybe separate yourself from the project a little bit. And maybe that's probably where this is going to come from. Maybe with it, when you reverse this, you can maybe go into reversing this territory. You have the Queen of Cups. She was kind of an oddball out of this whole situation because it feels like there's like a motherly instinct of caring too much for this, which also kind of balances with the card that's at the bottom of the deck, which is the King of Cups. Different side of the same coin. So you've got feminine energy and masculine energy. They're both cups. So there's a lot of emotions going on with that, to just somehow figure out what those emotions are so that you know where to place them. I'm recording this with a different angle because as I was editing, I found that I did some math wrong with the numbers originally. So the numbers that you're going to want to pay attention to are 2, 7, 2, 4, 4, 8, 15, 3, 3, and 4. If you add all those numbers up, you get 52, and 5 plus 2 equals the 7, which is the Chariot in the major arcana. So in the Chariot, you are in the driver's seat, and usually it is a chariot being pulled by two sphinxes. And so what you need to realize is that those sphinxes, or those dogs, or those horses, whatever's on that card, they have a tendency to go off in whatever direction they want to, unless you control where you want them to go. You can pull them in and make sure that you take them on the direct path that you want them to take. Elementally wise, you're pretty evened out. However, air is your weakest link. That is our thoughts and communication. It's our swords. And probably you'll get some more thoughts and communication once you deal with whatever this decision is. Again, follow your instincts with it, because that's what you want to follow what you're feeling toward this project. Usually I would guide you to pay attention to the air signs for astrology, but I'm not going to do that today, because you got the Emperor and the Devil. Those are two major arcana cards, and the major arcana are the cards that are the big lessons of life. Instead of leading you toward the air element, apparently these two cards want to tell you something. And what I would pay attention to with that is Aries and Mars, Saturn and Capricorn. I don't know what they're trying to tell you, but if you look up those aspects on the internet, try to see what they're trying to tell you. With the Devil card reversed, that would be Saturn and Capricorn. Because it's reversed, I would actually see what those aspects are and see if you're blocking them, or do the opposite of what they are telling you to do. I'm wondering, I kind of feel like you should go toward whatever the aspects are, because it feels like you're blocking those aspects of those planets, of those signs. The colors you probably want to pay attention to are going to be blue and purple. However, maroon really wanted to talk to me. These two cards that were just kind of standing out by themselves. You got blue and maroon, and blue and purple. So those are the ones that kind of don't really spoke to me. However, when I was looking at all these other cards, this maroon kind of wanted to talk to me. And then in regards to that, this guy's shirt, I know he's a little bit more red, but somehow it's more, there's a maroon purple that wanted to come talk to me. I'm not exactly sure what that means for your project. I do pull 3 extra cards. We've got unfinished. You seem to be missing a puzzle piece. Something seems to be missing from this project. Now that could be a piece within the project itself. It could be a missing puzzle piece about how to make something work. It could be just all these things that are missing emotionally to get the viewer or the reader interested in what you are trying to present to them and what story you're trying to present. I have cherry. I don't know where you want to go with that. But the last one we've got is, how are political debates resolved in your world? With that, I'm Chris, and I am a tarot reader who helps screenwriters and authors complete 3 to 8 detailed outlines in less than a year. If you do want to take this a little bit further, I do have a link in my bio that will lead you to a 15-minute free exercise that I will help you write a beginning, middle, and end for a story in less than 15 minutes using tarot cards. On top of that, I have all these tarot decks here, and I've created a practice for myself to where if a writer comes to me writing a mermaid story, I have a mermaid deck. If a writer comes to me with a horror story, I have Edgar Allan Poe here. I've got a horror deck. I've got a haunted house deck, dragon, I've got pirates. So I can read with all of these decks to help writers get more in tune with their writing. I believe that by pulling the right deck and allowing the writer to see their story out in front of them with a spread, they can get more involved with their story before they write one word, which helps them write more smoothly and get the product out more authentically. With that, please like, subscribe, follow, and share, and I will see you in the next one.